Always low prices at Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza.
Congressman Steven Horsford, alongside lawmakers, wage advocates, and tipped workers, announced the reintroduction of Tipped Income Protection and Support, otherwise known as TIPS Act, on Thursday. This legislation aims to eliminate the federal subminimum wage of $2.13 for tipped workers and to eliminate income tax on tips, a measure designed to support service workers' earnings and financial stability.
I'm Congressman Steven Horsford, proud to represent Nevada's 4th Congressional District, and today I am proud to be introducing a bill because a disproportionate number of the 6 million tipped workers who are women and people of color make as little as $2.13 an hour.
Horsford, who originally introduced this bill in September of 2024, emphasized that the TIPS Act is crucial in protecting tipped workers from exploitation and ensuring they can continue to contribute to their retirement funds. He criticized proposals from President Donald Trump, stating that they fail to provide the necessary protections for workers and only focus on the taxation of tips and not the subminimum wages.
I am aware of the other proposals. What those other bills don't do, they don't address the subminimum wage, right. Which is, as you've heard from the workers, is the crux of the problem.
That's right.
Who is supposed to live off of $2.13 an hour? Right. The other thing is they have no guardrails.
That's right.
They didn't write any legislation. They just took an idea from somebody else that told them to do it.
That's right.
They had no details or provisions, and that is why the TIPS Act is thoughtful, it's comprehensive, it has the guardrails that are necessary. It's endorsed by the workers and by businesses, small business restaurants, and I'm calling on my colleagues on both sides of the aisle to work with me to pass the legislation that will actually get across the finish line and can be signed by our next president of the United States, Kamala Harris.
The TIPS Act is co-led by Representative Donald Norcross and co-sponsored by several other lawmakers, including Representatives Dina Titus and Susie Lee. The bill has garnered support from advocacy groups such as One Fair Wage and the Culinary Union 226.
And I'm proud that this legislation addresses two critical elements. Again, eliminating the sub-minimum wage, which has been frozen at just $2.13 an hour since 1991. I don't even know that people who go to restaurants really know that people are making as little as $2.13 an hour. There's no tip that can overcome a wage as little as $2.13 an hour that has not increased since 1991.
With growing support from both lawmakers and worker organizations, the TIPS Act aims to address long-standing issues in the service industry and advocate for fair treatment and wages for tipped workers across the country.